Welcome to Everything Central Coast with yours truly. So what's Everything Central Coast all about, you ask? Well, nothing more than what I've been doing for the past 10 years. Taking my love for interviewing small businesses to the next level. I will cover everything that is newsworthy, interesting, or fun. This is a no rules kind of way for small businesses or anyone else to tell their story. So come along and join me for some fun, serious conversation, educational moments, and occasional moments of sadness. Everything goes, because that's how I roll. Be sure to follow, like, and subscribe to Everything Central Coast. All right, today's our last day with my sister and niece. So we're doing something extra special today that we haven't done before, so excited about that. Today's episode of Everything Central Coast brings us to whale watching with Captain Michael Brink of SLO Tours, who will be joining us via telephone. So let's start the show. So the little excursion we went on, and it was complete happenstance because my sister was visiting from New Jersey, her and my niece. And so, of course, we're always playing tourist when my sister's around. And one of the things on the list this time, because they come to see us every year, was doing whale watching. And my sister absolutely loves photography. And of course, Simon, my brother, had his video camera there, which, that's never easy, shooting video, like a mega professional video camera when you're out there and it's like the boat's jumping all over the place. I mean, like half the time we're like, oh my gosh, like he cannot drop the camera, right? But yeah, no, we that was definitely on the list. And so getting out there, and it was so funny because I know when we showed up and walked down there, and we had that huge sea lion that was sitting there, and I'm like, oh, is this our greeter for the day? But he looked a little bit beat up and haggard, and you said that happens on occasion, ththose poor guys, right?
For the sea lions?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But no, I mean, having you, when you came up with the boat and, you were loading us on, like everything went well. So we appreciate that, and just kind of like giving us our life jackets. And of course I had to get the hot pink option, of course. But sitting back there on the back was just, well, of course it was a lot of water, and luckily I didn't get any water on myself while I was back there. But and then the nice thing too was being able to take my grandson out there, because I know I talked to you in advance and was like, okay, we want to make sure we can bring him on. He's 9 years old, but he's a big 9 years old. He absolutely loved it. I mean, on that particular day, I know you had said, like the day before, there were like a bunch of whales, and like, there was 7, and it was great. And of course we were out there scouring for a little while. But we ended up finding a couple, but
other than that, it's all yours, man. This is your boat.
Yay.
Like, I'm just your Uber driver to the whales.
What excursions do you offer?
I do the whale watching in the morning.
Okay.
It's just the perfect time. I'm not bugging them too much. One tour, you spend an hour with some whales. I'm not just out there all day long bugging them. Sometimes I'll do an afternoon if it's like really nice weather, but that has to be like on the spot kind of stuff.
Got it. And then how long have you been doing this? You said since 2009?
Yep, 2009.
Wow.
I started the business.
And you're still loving it. You still have love for it. You still have passion for it. You're still like enjoying this.
Oh yeah! Oh my gosh!
I know you're like living it. They're like.
I mean, when you're doing it for 22 years, but I enjoy. It's just weird. It's not about the whales. Like, I see the whales every day.
They're your friends.
But yeah, they're my buds. But it's kind of the enjoyment that people get out of it.
Right.
It's just fun showing visitors San Luis Obispo County, my county.
Totally. And like being out there, I can tell you, from experience, like, and being that close. And when we were able to hear the whales like come through the speakers in the boat, that was a super, super cool moment. Like, you just to be that close and to see them. And then you're like so excited every time you see them, and like you know, you're like yelling at each other, like, here they are, you know, it's like
your neck hurts at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking everywhere.
Right. It's just super cool. But so yeah, it's hard to, when you see pictures online and they look amazing and you're like, oh my gosh, I couldn't even imagine like being that close. But then when you're out there and you're on the water and you're there in that moment, you know, it's kind of indescribable. And I just think everybody that wants to truly experience our beach community should absolutely do something like this, because it was just amazing. So and I connected with Amy Joseph, and I think she had just gone out like the day before, and like I said, it was complete happenstance that I reached out to her and said, hey, do you know somebody? And she's like, yeah, I was just out there. And so it worked out perfectly. And they were a little bit, you know, scared about the whole seasick thing. It's like my family's like, okay, are we gonna get seasick? Like, should we have a patch? And I've never had that issue. But do you have many people that have that when they come out, or do they know in advance and they prepare for it with the patches? Or
you know what? Everybody says that. They go, I get so seasick, and I go, were you on a fishing boat for 6 hours? And they go, yeah.
Oh.
They go deep sea fishing, and they just think going to the ocean they're going to get like that again. But in reality, we're only sitting there watching the whales for like an hour. It's not.
Another cool thing is you have that little enclosed area. So there's like 4 seats in the enclosed area. So
yeah,
you know, that kind of makes it comfortable, and you're out of the wind and all of that.
You get to go further when you have a cabin.
Yeah, that worked out really well. And then you've got the little space, you know, on the very front. So I know like Amy and my grandson were out there, you know, trying to get the perfect shot.
I know, that was tough. That was a little windy that day.
Yeah, it was a little bit windy that day. And we were in the very back. But you know, it was still fun. It was a great ride, and we had a blast. And you know, when you can come back with pictures and videos and all that good stuff, I'm like, let's go ahead and throw something together and show everybody how much fun we had, you know. And you were great. And so when Amy had sent me your information, it says Captain Michael Brink. And so do many people call you by Captain, and do you ever wear a captain hat?
No, I don't. I don't want a title.
It's just kind of fun. It's kind of fun though, you know. And so how far should people be booking out in advance? And is there an actual whale watching season? Like, is there a time frame that it's better than any other? Or
you can do year round for different whales, but I just specialize in humpback whales.
Got it.
They're so fun. They're really surface active. They're lunge feeding. They're breaching. They're tail slapping. Their pectoral fins flipping around, smacking the water. They do all kinds of stuff. The gray whales, they kind of scoop up crustaceans.
They're not as exciting.
Yeah, I've seen one breach before, like a little bit, but they're just not
nothing
enough.
Like the humpback whales is what it's all about.
The humpback whales they're awesome. They're great. Even the blue whales, they're really neat to see because they're so huge. But try finding one. Like, they dive down for 30 minutes, and then they pop up for a couple breaths, and then that's it.
That's all you get.
To film them, or to even find them and see them.
Wow. Well, we had a blast, and like I mentioned, we will definitely be doing it again. We hope that, you know, for those out there listening and that haven't done something like this, that, you know, you give Michael a call at SLO Tours, and he'll get you all hooked up, or go online to your website. Is it slotours.com?
Yeah, SLO.tours.
Yep, SLO.tours. And you can book straight from there, right?
Yes.
Yes, and that makes it easy. I mean, anytime you can just kind of book online, I think that's the thing to do. And you can have up to 5 people on the boat. The whale watch.
The rest of the tours, my Adventure Harbor tours, we put 6 people on it.
Okay, so depending on the tour, you can do 5 to 6 people. And how far in advance should people be booking?
It doesn't matter.
No. The dates are all out there.
12 hours. I have a 12-hour booking minimum.
Okay, cool.
It'll shut off at 12 hours. So
okay.
Because prepping involved.
And last but not least, if people want to get in touch with you and, you know, if they don't want to book online or they've got questions, like I know I did, could they give you a buzz?
Yeah, my number's on the website.
Perfect.
Most people do.
And I appreciate your time and the information. I think it was all great. And we always enjoy promoting our, you know, local businesses, and people really enjoy seeing excursions and like things to do here along the Central Coast outside of, you know, the normal of restaurants and, you know, breweries and wineries and stuff like that. So
yeah, just think of you go out to dinner, you have a drink and some meal, you're spending $100.
Right.
What's $100 to go whale watching? It's a whole other, your life will change in 2 hours.
There you go.
You can drown yourself in a couple beers for $20.
You're absolutely right. No, this is something so memorable. All right, Michael. Well, I appreciate your time. We had a blast. I can't wait to do it again. And you have an absolutely wonderful weekend. You're doing great things out there, and you're very fortunate to have the job that you have, and be out there on the water with those beautiful humpbacks every day. So cheers to you, my friend.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. If you are a small business or have a newsworthy or interesting story to share, then get in touch with me. Remember, everything goes. I promise to make it easy and conversational. Be sure to follow, like, and subscribe to Everything Central Coast. Thank you to our sponsors, Harry's Nightclub and Beach Bar, the Pismo Beach Hotel, Cool Cat Cafe, Simon Mercado Photography, Central Coast Dental Implant Center, Balance 7, and O4 Nutrition. Produced by Noble Productions.